Welcome to the Rashawn Franklin Show. We're doing another episode, exercise. As the NBA season kind of winds down, regular season, we're getting to the playoffs. We want to do our top 5 players of the season. A lot of injuries this year, so some guys have been able to take that spot that was typically held by other guys. And so now we're going to rank them, do what we do best. Another top 5 for you guys. Got my guys here. Emmett Knuckles, Keith McCarthy, Joshua Bray. What's up, fellas?
Maintaining. Ready for these comments.
That's what's up.
Ordering some new equipment from Amazon.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. The brands are starting to holler at us, y'all. I don't know. We doing something right over this.
Something.
It feels good. I'd say that. It feels good. Goddamn. Anyway, we're gonna do a little top 5 exercise. Bray, I don't think you ever kicked us off. Why don't you kick us off, man?
Hey, you can get asked twice. So I'm gonna start with it's 1 through 5, real simple. It's the best players in the league. Like Sean said, injury has moved some people up and down the list, even off the list. So I'm gonna start with 5. I'm gonna go with Luka. He's there, but he barely makes the cut. Great offensively, defensively. He's a statue. Don't move his feet. Always complaining, arms in the air. I'm not a fan of people jumping into players and drawing those type of fouls. With the pump fakes, that's different. But the way that he plays the game, I'm not in love with it. Great talent, just not in love with his game. 4.
Can we stop?
Yeah.
Michael put this all together, but we gotta talk about Luka. Last night against the Celtics, he was minus 21. A sieve defensively. Just gave no effort. And that clip of Brian Windhorst came up again in the finals where he basically didn't really play as if it was the finals. Emmett got his head down. He don't want to hear this shit. He played as if it wasn't the finals, and the Celtics whooped their ass and got them out of there post-haste. My question is, and then Bray will get back to his top 5, is this guy ever going to take this serious enough to win a championship? I don't believe so. It's in his DNA, it looks like. And he just doesn't.
To the words out of my mouth, I was going to use the exact same, the same terminology. The DNA. He's never had to, I think. His whole entire career, even when he was playing overseas at the age of 14 when he started playing pro, I don't think he's ever held accountable to play that type of ball. It's always been, I get the ball in my hands, I'm going to score, I'm going to do my part, which that's what he feels is like, okay, I'm an offensive player, I'm going to do my part, y'all do the rest. But you can't do that when you're trying to win a ring. You can't do it. Can't do it. And that doesn't mean that he won't win a ring, because you can have enough people around you where I'm not saying that it can't be, it's difficult. But can Luka win a ring with the right pieces around him? Sure. Yeah. There's no doubt. Would it make it easier to win that ring if you played a little bit of defense, Luka, or tried? You 6'6". Move your feet. Big body, really? He ain't little.
I have a question of what that team looks like, right? If it's stacked with superstars, yeah, okay, cool. It's difficult to do that in today's NBA. I have my questions if this guy can be the best player on the championship team. I don't know if I don't believe that. He has not given us any type of remnants of anything that he could do this.
Well, ever. Hold on. He lost in, was it the conference finals?
He got to the conference finals and the NBA finals as the lead dog.
And he was by himself for the most part.
Yeah.
Right?
Jalen the first time, Kyrie the second.
Yeah, the Kyrie. So I do think
doing work in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I do think he can do it with the right pieces, but they have to be the right pieces. I don't think they all have to be superstars and all-stars.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think you got to have that. Do you need a Robin, a good Robin? Yeah. And some pieces around him? Sure. But he can be the best player, I think, on a championship team. Don't mean I like the guy. I'm just talking just from basketball. He can dive.
That?
You need
who's that too?
Who's it too?
Yeah, who's the Robin?
Yeah, no, I mean,
you need a
Giannis.
Like,
what the
fuck? You need someone
that'd do it.
defensive
Yeah,
short.
that definitely do it. That's a bit like you don't need that level of a superstar.
Yes,
I
you
don't think you need.
do.
I don't
That's
think
how
I
so.
don't
much of
think
the
so.
liability is on defense, though. Yeah, you need someone who can protect the rim because whoever's in front of Luka's going to blow by him.
Like,
He has to take some onus on this, man.
For
Like,
sure.
where is
100%.
the effort? Like,
I don't
even James, when he was nice like this, gave effort defensively. Like, it wasn't like he was a sieve. All
yes,
right.
I watched him Ole so many people to the basket. Prime James Harden, he did. I would say Luka gives more effort than Prime James Harden. This year's
No
Luka.
way.
That's a
Stop.
stretch. That's a stretch. I
That's a
think
lie.
Luka has a chance to mature and like start contributing on the defensive end, like James Harden has. I
He
think
like
he can.
28.
No, this thing is
Yeah,
like this is
he's
who
just
he
all
is.
the way on the extreme end of the spectrum as far as not getting no. He's like a 2 out of 100. So like
He's 26.
even if he improves, it's still not going to be enough, in my opinion.
It all depends on
Saying he has opportunities.
at the end of the day, it's a team effort. You do have to have your superstar and and, and your all-star. I don't like the all-star that he I mean, some people think Austin Reeves is an all-star. That's fine. I don't think he is.
He's all-star level guard. Yes.
Sure. I'm not saying that, but some
He
people may.
nice.
He's nice. He's nice. He's a good third option. That's what he is.
Ideally, he'd be your third. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they can win it with this team, of course, but I think Luca has enough talent to answer your question to be Batman with the right pieces around him. He doesn't have the right pieces around him right now. That's all.
Question. Who is that second star? In the age of the NBA where a lot of these contracts are so big that you basically gotta have 2 stars, and that's it.
If he had so somebody like I said, you don't need a Greek, right? If he has someone like a Jimmy Butler, not a superstar, but he's going to play defense, he's going to go get you 20 points. He's going to do all that hard work that you really don't want to do. Jimmy is
You talking
looked at
about
as
like
a
prime Jimmy.
yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy when he was with the Heat 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yes.
saying. That
He
level of a guy.
In comparison to right now, he needs one of the Thompsons.
I mean, they're not on Jimmy's level, but that would help. But my point was he doesn't need a superstar like a Giannis, but Jimmy was in like that middle of all-star and like superstar level.
Mhm.
He was kind of like that. I think someone like a Jimmy that could be a Robin, someone of that level. I don't know who that is right now. I gotta think about it. But I think
Have to
yes,
look at the league. Yeah.
We didn't talk about Kawhi trade teams, we forgot, but
He would be that guy. But yeah,
he'll be
that was
35 next year though.
yeah. But
yeah,
if he's playing like he is
this
this,
season
he's like a prime Jimmy Butler kind of.
better than a prime Jimmy Butler.
I would agree. Well, right
I
now,
don't think Jimmy and
Yes.
Luka will work out though, because I think they both require the ball. Who would take the last shot?
it'd be Luca. I mean, offensively, it's him.
I don't know. I don't know why would just
What is that?
bow down and get who the last shot scenario would be dicey on who would.
Oh, I thought you said Jimmy.
I disagree that Jimmy and Luka will work out because Jimmy thinks he's him too.
Yeah.
So who?
No, but he's not
They're
an
both all dominant. I don't know. I understand the defensive perspective though.
Jimmy's not that ball dominant. I mean, he had the ball obviously when he was with the Heat because he was the best player on the team. But I don't think Jimmy's that ball dominant. He can play off the ball and be fine.
I would lean towards like a power forward who can score but
Me too.
brings a defensive anchor like presence to your team.
I mean, AD is easy to say, but he would kind of be like the prime AD, the perfect guy
Yeah.
for him.
Would be your ideal matchup. Well, yeah. Would be your
Yeah, because
ideal
he can
pairing.
protect the paint and give you 20 and 10.
Well, if you get prime AD, now the question is who's the best player? This
I
Luka
feel
and
you.
prime
I feel
AD?
you. Like
Who's
New
the
Orleans
best?
AD. New Orleans AD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be debatable on who would be the best player there. I even think you could model it similar to those Dirk Nowitzki teams where there's not a superstar co-star on his team, but the roster is just deep and well coached. I think you could win with him as the central figure, and then the rest of the roster is constructed around him. And there's a bunch of quality players, but not another bona fide superstar next
Like
to
they
him.
did
Remember that
it,
conversation?
like they
Remember that
did it
conversation
in
we had
Dallas.
about the difference between Tom Brady and Peyton Manning? What's that difference?
The ice.
I don't believe Luka has what
You don't
Dirk
think Luka got no
has.
ice?
I don't think he has the grit that Dirk has. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Dirk had to get that title out the mud,
He did.
son. Like he went to the mud and grabbed that out. Does Luka have that, man? Get the out of here. No,
There's a
he
lot of
does
players that
not.
don't have. There's a lot of
That's
players
what I'm
that.
saying, though. But
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about God. He's
I think
saying
he do.
that they could do the Dirk Nowitzki model and win a title
Yes.
in LA. I do not believe that. I just don't see it.
The coaches
Don't
gonna
see
get
it for this
pissed
guy.
because Luka don't play
Maybe.
defense.
I mean, Dirk was a bad defender too. I mean, like you could win with guys if your best guy is phenomenal on offense but a bad defender.
It's one
You
like that. Besides Dirk,
Steph Curry, Dirk,
he's not
he's
a
bad.
0 out of 100 on defense.
I mean, Luka's not a 0 either. He's not a good defender, but he's not a 0, but he's not a good defender. Steph is not a 0, but he's not a good defender. Dirk is not a 0, but he's not a good you can win if your best player is out of this world on offense, but a bad defender. If you construct the roster around him accordingly, you can't do what they did now and surround him with a bunch of bad defenders.
So who's the ideal parent in your eyes? And then we'll get back to Bray's top 5.
Yeah, we went on a Luka tangent there. Kawhi would be the ideal guy if you could land him this summer.
Sure. I mean, that would be a no-brainer.
For Austin?
I don't think you could include Austin because he's a free agent, of course. It would have to be for a bounty of picks. And then to me, you send Kawhi wherever he wants to go. I would not get into the game of trading for Kawhi if he doesn't want to come to my team, especially at this stage in his career. So I think if he says trade me to the Lakers, you get all the draft picks and figure out whatever other little throw-ins that you need. So you essentially trade him for a bunch of draft picks.
Can I give you a sneaky Kawhi team? I think y'all gonna like this one. Detroit.
I do.
That would be.
I don't know
scary.
what they could give up. I wouldn't give a if I was them. He's got about 2 or 3 more left.
I think so too.
At this kind of height, you give Cade, Kawhi
Now
in the
they get out
East.
Yeah.
Now we talking a little bit now, dog.
Easily.
I don't
You just
thi-
added
I
a
don't
superstar.
Yeah, I don't think that they have enough now to win it. They could maybe get out of the East, possibly, but I doubt that too. If they put together a bounty of picks, Jalen Duren, Kawhi, Cade, I think you talking now. If you can keep one of the twin, I think you're talking now.
So if you're Detroit, would you do that if he says don't trade? I don't want to go to Detroit. Like I'm not playing in the cold. I did that in Toronto. I'm not doing that again. I'm staying on the West Coast or Miami.
Well,
I'll do Miami. Like if being Kawhi, would you
yeah.
still be like bump that? I'm trading for you.
Is he under contract?
We'll see what happens with this whole, the tree planting business
He's
that
gonna be
never
under
existed,
contract.
and they paid him.
Yeah, that money. I don't want a guy on my team that doesn't want to be there.
But he didn't want to be in Toronto either, to be
Uh-uh.
fair. And he ended up winning a title there and then dipping. The other team for Kawhi that's been rumblings have been Golden State. I think they have everybody going to Golden State this offseason. I'm not sure
I
how
really
it'll
see that.
work. And then comes some sneaky ones. You always got the Denvers, the Minnesotas. Maybe they take a swing if they strike out this playoffs. So yeah, that's it's gonna be interesting to see. But they have to trade him, correct? I think that's coming.
I think it's time to restart. Yeah, hit the restart button on
And
that.
he's going to want to go somewhere that he has a chance to win a championship because of his age and him getting older. So, and they're going to be just some like Washington or Miami or something.
Yeah.
Him and
Okay.
Bam, though. Him and Bam,
Him and
depending
Bam
on.
and Tyler, depending on what they give up,
Not enough.
still not enough.
Not enough.
They're gonna have to blow that up down there at some point. I don't think Pat is ready to do it. Trading the optics of trading UK guys, he doesn't like doing, and so I think they're gonna kind of wait that out a little bit. So, shout out to Kentucky, Bray. Sorry, go ahead.
Great. So I got Luka at 5. I got Anthony Edwards at number 4. Love how he plays the game. He's active, offense and defense, and he has ice in his veins. He'll take the last shot and hit it. 3, I got Wemby, the monster,
Mm,
the alien. The way he's playing, could have been my number 2, but I got him at 3. At 2, Kawhi Leonard. The way that he's
really?
playing, yeah. Is he averaging 30 over the past month? So it's something like that. But yes, the way that he's playing, give me Kawhi. And at number 1, I got Jokic.
Really?
Yep.
Why at 2 is interesting.
I think he's playing some of the best ball right now,
But he's playing out of his mind. I'll give you that.
offense and defensively. He's and it's crazy. I've never seen him. I would love to see the numbers. I've never seen him shoot this well from 3 ever.
Jokic?
No,
Why?
Why? Kawhi.
yeah,
Okay.
that's my 5.
Yeah. He's shooting really well from 3 in 50, 40, 90 club. He might get 2. Tough. It's very difficult to get there,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's possible. Yeah. Yeah. Solid list.
Sure, I'll go ahead. Yeah, why almost made my list. It was between him and my number 5 spot. But to me, with what Detroit has done and what their record is, there's no way that they could be the number 1 seed, blowing away everybody's expectations, and nobody on their team be represented in one of the top 5 players in the league. So I got Cade at the number 5, big
Stop.
point guard.
Let me interrupt you 1 second. He might get the MVP I saw by default this year
It
because
might be.
because of the 65 game rule. Shea, Luka, Jokic, everybody's in danger of missing that
Yeah,
mark.
they're going to need to get rid of
And,
that rule.
and he'll be the only one. We didn't talk about, now we're inserting all these topics.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, they do.
Shea as a 2-time MVP is something I don't feel great about. Doesn't pass the smell test for me.
or that test.
The eye test, all of it. And I love Shea, UK.
Yeah, she nice.
But as far as being a 2-time MVP, we talk about Bron, Kobe, Steph,
Nash.
KD won it twice.
Maybe just once. Maybe it's one. I would have to look at
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Mike. I mean, just those guys. Jokic even. I mean, I think Jokic is historically great. Shea, I don't really put in that
That tier.
conversation. Is this award getting devalued a little bit if he wins it twice? I would love to see Cade win it. Like, just because, it's somebody new. I think he's done enough this season. But in terms of Shea being a 2-time MVP, how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, if nobody else is there to win it, it's not like you win it easily. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just like we have other people in the league who are capable of winning it, and they're not winning it. If he like, I understand he may be the weakest 2-time winning MVP ever, but I mean, what's to say for the rest of this competition?
I'll be honest. I've never liked his game. Not to say that he doesn't have it. He has game. Just never liked how he played the game. He's a hunter for fouls. It's just like Luka. I don't like players like that personally. He's not very flashy, which you don't have to be MVP. I'm not asking you to do that. But like Sean was saying earlier, the smell test, the eye test, he doesn't when you look at the rest of the league and you think about the best player, he doesn't really come to mind. I feel like it was given to him based upon of his numbers that he put up offensively and as well as how well the team played.
Right. It's the team.
His team was really I mean, their team is very deep. They just they just beat the Cavs yesterday without their 2 best players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they made it look kinda easy. So, it's that's what I throw not to take away anything from Shea, great player, superstar, you're gonna put up numbers, it's all that's there. But the eye test doesn't feel like you belong on a LeBron level, a Steph level, a Jordan level. I mean, Nobody even close to that. I mean, he's
That's
I don't know. I mean, he's able to put the ball in the bucket, but he's not a great shooter, not a great rebounder, not a great passer. He gets his teammates involved, sure, but just not in love with him the way that he plays the game, even though he can put the ball in the bucket.
to me, he's like if Tim Duncan was a two guard. Like it's not a lot of fun to watch. It's not exciting,
That's a great
but
comp.
he's the best player on the team that's always in the, competing. Now recently we're going like these past couple of years now, like he's transitioning into that small market, kind of like Bray said, it's kind of boring to watch. Crazy productive, winning and leading his team. He's doing 32, 6, and 4 and shooting
Yeah.
55% from the field. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's open.
he's putting up MVP numbers. His team has the what have been the number one seed in the West. He's the reigning champion. I mean, I don't know what else you would need from him to be like to say he would be worthy of back to back MVP or a two time MVP. So
That's a great
I
comp though, Tim.
for what he is, they're different positions, but that's kind of who I would align him with in terms of stars and superstars from the past eras.
And even though him and Dub are out, I am struggling to see how they not gonna win it. They're just too much.
I think they're going back to back. If everybody comes back healthy, like you said,
If
we'll
every,
see.
yeah, they are. Man, they got a roster for sure.
You could drop a lot of people in not a lot. You could drop a few people in Shea's spot
Mhm.
and still have a very good chance of winning that championship.
A
Mhm.
lot is
No, not a
a lot
lot.
is a little
I
disrespectful. A
I
lot is a
went
little
back when I
disrespectful.
said a lot. I said a lot, then I said a few.
Okay, a few.
Donovan?
No, I wouldn't say Donovan. I don't like his game.
Yes, for sure.
You
Jalen
saying,
Brunson?
oh,
I think they
man, yeah,
both would win it with
I
OKC. Are you
think
kidding me?
Donovan, I
yeah.
mean, what does Shea do better than Jalen Brunson? What does he do better?
I don't want to answer that. I think everything, but
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Really?
He's a better basketball player than Jalen Brunson. Like, I don't know what are we doing here, guys?
sorry. All right, let's get off that because we being
doing here?
disrespectful to Shay now because and I have that problem disrespecting guys that's not like flashy. Like Tim, he's the real
Yeah,
probably the
you
best
don't fuck with
basketball
Tim.
ever. But
You don't
I
fuck with
prefer
Tim, yeah.
KG for a lot of reasons. But Tim's probably better. So all right. Go ahead, M.
Probably.
Sorry.
No, all good. Yeah, K K to the number 5 spot. Young kid, up and coming. You know, he'll probably be the best at this position, possibly over the next 5 years. And then, okay, number 4. Who did I get number 4? Ooh, between 3 and 4, I was going back and forth. I'm going with Wimby, number 4. I gotta see it in the playoffs to be. He could vault like you said. He could vault the number 2, real quick, depending on what he do in this playoff run. But I mean, what is he? 7'2", 7'3", wingspan crazy, handle J, post up, an elite offensive player as well as an elite defensive player. So like probably the best two-way player in the league, but I need to see it in the playoffs before I bump him up higher. So he locks up the number 4 spot. Number 3, I got Luka, who's the best offensive player in the league right now. Don't have the playoff questions because we've seen it. We discussed how he's led several teams with different constructions to the Western Conference Finals, NBA Finals. He can give you that 30-point triple double whenever he feels like it. Leading the league in scoring, number 3 player. Number 2 is a guy that we just did another deep dive on, SGA. I got him at the 2 spot. The best player on the best team in the league, doing crazy numbers, over 30 points a game, over 6 dimes, consistent. You know what you're going to get from him. He showed up in big moments, showed up in the playoffs. Game is not exciting. He's got that kind of herky-jerky game. He kind of lives in the mid-range. He's not playing above the rim. He's not shooting threes, but he's just giving you buckets and leading his team to a championship and looks like possibly going back to back, which hasn't been done in a long time. Well, Yeah, the last team that did it was super loaded with four all stars.
Who was it?
Golden State. So that team had four all stars, two superstars, and two other all stars. So that was the last team to do it. If he does it without another superstar teammate, I mean, they're definitely worthy of back to back MVP or two-time MVP caliber guy. And then number one, I'm going with Jokic. Just what he's been over the past couple of years, the consistency. Another guy that won a championship under that one superstar model that we mentioned earlier. But I think Luka could also fit into that mode of a guy that could win under a one superstar model. He's going to get you 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, dimes, run your offense through him. He's got the injury, but to me he's played over 40 games, so that's enough for me to keep him in that top spot, to not pull him out of the top spot. The kind of the injuries and everything that's going on with Greek is why he probably normally would be in that top five, but given how his season has gone, I had to give Cade the nod over him.
Got it. Keith, it's on you, big dog.
Number 5, I have Kawhi Leonard. Number 4, I have SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Number 3, I have Kate Cunningham. Number 2, I have Anthony Edwards. Number 1, I have Wemby.
Oh,
Wemby is the best player in the league.
It's arguable. It's not a crazy stance.
yeah.
No, Luka's crazy, but
Or Joker.
Or Joker in mine either.
so if not for the injuries, would Jokic have made your list? Or
Yeah, of course.
Maybe. Yeah. I just
Of
watched him
course.
play last night and looked like he was like playing in mud.
How many games did he miss? Wasn't that many, right?
like 15, 16?
At least
Was it that
15 or
many?
16.
Okay.
But he went off on the offensive end though.
It was more than I thought.
Yeah, he's missed some games. He only played like 42 games.
Gotcha.
Like the way he was moving last night, I'm like, how much time does he have left?
He looks like he's still hurt, and he rushed back in order to possibly win an MVP. But
To call.
I don't think I think it's Shay's to lose if he comes back. He's hurt though. He's like for real hurt. So it might default to Cade, which is like nuts when you think about that. That's crazy. All right, my top 5 NBA players for this season and this season only. I debated between putting Luca here at 5, but I ended up taking him out because of the defensive liability that he is. And my number 5 is Victor Wembanyama. Man, what a talent this kid is. I don't believe he's at the level he needs to be to win a championship yet, but 24, 11, 3 dimes, a block a game. No, 3 blocks a game. I'm sorry, and it's still a game. He's everywhere. He plays both sides of the court tremendously. He's a monster. My number 4 guy is Cade Cunningham. What a season this kid has had. I'm looking for the numbers. He's doing 25, 10 dimes, and 6 rebounds. He has solidified himself as one of the better players in this league. I would not be surprised if him and Anthony Edwards are battling for the best player in the league on that USA team in 2028. It's going to be between both of them. And, he has just taken that next step as a player. Number 1 overall pick. He's got all the talent. You saw this coming in. Big guard, big one that could do it all. And he's got dog in him that a lot of these young guys just do not have. So that's great to see. And that's gonna make him a champion one day. My number 3 guy is a champion, and that's Jaylen Brown. To put this team on his back and be the second team in the East, second listed team in the East, it's incredible. The team he has in Boston is kind of trash. I mean, if we being 100, without Jason and some of the guys that they traded away, they kind of suck. That roster is kind of ass, and they are 37-19. I'm not sure they'll make it that far in the playoffs, but I really like what he's done this year. My number 2 is my favorite player probably right now, and that's Anthony Edwards. I think this is the year he makes the jump to. Let me take that back. I don't think he's gonna make the finals, but I think they're gonna have a really good playoffs again, and he'll go back to the Western Conference Finals. Hopefully, he can get out of it, but I don't think so. He just had a great year so far. He's just an incredible talent. My number 1 player in the league right now, even though I just kicked his back in, It's Shea. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh man. All that shit I was talking, and he got my either number one.
He's the best player in the
Shea.
league. Gotcha.
Yeah. 32, 6, and 4. Best player on the best team. And they're probably going back to back. So, and it's very difficult to average that amount of points on a team that good. So that means there's a hierarchy there and everybody respects it. And that says a lot about who he is as a player. And that's my 5.
So we just had that tangent about SGA.
It's for content, dog. We in a content game, son.
Okay.
He just
I'll fall back.
blasted him and then put him as the best player in the league.
If there's a UK player around that can't be number one, he's gonna be my number one. So that's just how I get down.
I got him too, so putting him on 1 ain't crazy.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards in there is nuts, but putting SGA at 1 ain't crazy.
Yeah. I think we can call it. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for this. This exercise was fun. This is fun. We're gonna maybe revisit this in the summer after a champion has been crowned. Let's see where everybody's at. All right. Thanks for listening to the Rashawn Ferguson Show, and peace.